game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Army Black Knights offense will go on the attack first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we can get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Right on the money. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Black Knights are threatening in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, and he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Got his man in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
Well, you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, we're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mids offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated.
Turning it on! And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Motion from the back. They'll go to the fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
There he goes. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The option look. He'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. The Black Knights get it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the goal line. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy.
Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this, hits the afterburners. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On the option, he'll keep it himself. Turning on the Jets. He's there to make the stop, but not no more. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Oh, goes out! And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. Finds the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Black Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Tracy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Black Knights come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes it. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry up. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Using his legs, it's Voorhees. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're...
Breaks into the open. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball down. The hill at the last second, the quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, midshipman. Great job by the back on the option.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback. But, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Caught over the middle. It's Tracy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Black Knights with the 1st and 10.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all. Turning it off! Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Working that left side now. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Navy will have to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Black Knights have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And that is is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mike Knights! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the big fullback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Run it with the fullback. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Works the middle of the field. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Army! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. He's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Harrell. Quickly to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Touchdown, Black Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead.
13.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Gets it out fast. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Navy will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Black Knights looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his target down the middle.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Perhaps you're not aware, the Army actually has more votes than the Navy, and today they also had more points. And as a result, they will celebrate a win in this rivalry game with the traditional sing second. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.